Hi, everyone. I'm Peter Morse from the Faculty Association. I hope your spring semester is starting out great. A lot's happened over winter, but the main thing I wanted to focus on for this short message is the state and local budget situation. In January, the governor put out his proposed 24-25 state budget. It involves lots of projections about the state's revenues for the current year. And this is just the start of a process that'll end in June when the final budget is signed. The governor's confident that things are turning around, and he's deliberately protected K-12 and community college systems in this proposed budget. He's also kept some reserves set aside in case revenue projections are not as strong as he's hoping. So there's still another way to backfill his projected budget for education. He's consistently and I think authentically been supporting education and is going to continue to do so. In May, a revision to the budget will be released once we know more about tax returns, and then we'll have more information about that. So it's the start of a long process, but we know we've got the governor in our corner. On that topic, there's quite a number of us that are going to be heading up to Sacramento in about a week for the Faculty Association of California Community Colleges Advocacy and Policy Conference. So it's a chance for faculty and students from across the state to get together and talk about the budget, and then to go and advocate for the community college system with our legislators. We'll have a unified message that community colleges need extra funding, that we're the lowest funded system of education in the state. And again, luckily, we know the governor's in our corner, and a lot of legislators as well realize the good work that we're doing all the time. Locally, our enrollment is increasing. Student demand for sections is as high as it's been for a long time now. And the number of sections that we are offering currently in spring, before we add extra late start classes, is already higher than we had for all of spring last year. Of course, what's going to start happening now is you're going to start hearing from the district that we're spending too much on instruction compared to what we budgeted. So it's true that the college projects that we'll be spending about $2.4 million more on instruction this year than they budgeted for. And they budgeted about $69 million for instruction back last September. Well, we're an institution that's supposed to be meeting student needs, and in fact, it's kind of crucial that we grow back as we try to maximize the state funding. So it feels like it's a good thing. We're doing our job to meet student demand and student needs on the side of instruction. A much less publicized fact in the proposed budget, or the projected budget, is that the college is also going to be spending about $2.2 million more on management and classified compensation than they had originally projected. That's something we're going to hear, probably not as much about, which is a little ironic, right? So please try not to be anxious if you start hearing from the district that we're in a bad budget situation and so on. We're going to be fine. We're working with the Senate in a lot of different ways to improve our retention and enrollment. So again, things are always better and turn out better than the district projects. As a side note, at the last college trustees meeting, we heard that it was reported that the Santa Monica College Associated Students offices all had to take classes at a different college over winter because they could not find the classes they needed here at SMC. So, we need more sections, not less, in order to meet the needs of our students. There is some evidence, I think, that academic affairs, student services, and enrollment management folks are trying to work much harder with department chairs to open up classes and sections when there's need. So if you hear from your chair that they're hoping to get a report on how many students are waiting, or to collect information about those students, please do so, because that can help us open up new sections. Over-enrolling your sections is never, ever a good thing. We all know that it's twice as hard to retain students today, and the amount of time and work that you have to put in. So when you over-enroll, it undercuts that. It also undercuts the possibility of us opening up new sections. But I'll talk more about that another time. Finally, I wanted to acknowledge that for many of us, these past 12 months really have been full of loss and hurt. It feels like pretty much every time we turn around, a colleague or a family member or a friend is ill or hurt or passed away. It's a lot to carry. And so I just hope that you can find support, solace, space in your lives exactly when and where you might need it. Take good care, and I'll see you soon.